So one of the complications that can arise when someone's using our oils on wood is that the wood can be oversaturated with oil that's allowed to dry on the surface of the wood. And if you take a look at, this is a piece of strand bamboo flooring. You take a look at that. You can see that if I put it on an angle, there's a sheen to that surface. The concept with oils when you're using them is one of penetration. The oil needs to go into the wood, not sit on the surface as a film. So when someone's applying oil, wax finish, or clear penetrating oil to a surface, it's really important that they wipe off this excess oil and not let it dry in a film on the surface. It's again supposed to be in the wood. So the way we recommend applying the oil to wood is to saturate the surface, let it penetrate into the wood, apply a second coat, let it penetrate into the wood. Now that time between coats is about 20 to 30 minutes. Any longer than that and the oil starts to set up. So what we're trying to do is to fill up the pores. The pores become so saturated that they can't take any more oil, and you know that because the surface will stay wet looking like it does here. This has gone too far, but when you're applying it correctly, when the surface is wet like this after a half an hour or 40 minutes, and you know that you need to wipe this completely dry. I repeat, you want to wipe the surface completely dry. So let me show you what's going on here. The oil has actually polymerized on the surface, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm actually scratching oil there off the surface. You can see even here in this corner right here, it's actually kind of bubbled a little bit, and this is what you don't want. This is a mistake right here, okay? So you can see that I'm scratching the excess oil off. So what you'd have to do here to deal with this is you would literally, you can see what's going on there. See how I've scraped it away right here and it's still shiny in here? You would have to take some stripper and actually strip this, abrade it with a Scotch-Brite pad or a sanding pad, and actually abrade this off, and then reevaluate to see whether or not you need to oil again. Now bamboo is really, really dense. So the best idea when you're working with really dense hardwoods or bamboo and you're using oils, it's not a bad idea to actually thin the oil a little bit to improve penetration properties. We make a thinner, that's our diluent reducer, that can reduce the oil, thin it down, and allow it to penetrate a little deeply and more quickly. That's helpful with dense woods. Porous woods, not necessary to thin because they soak in very readily. So this is a demonstration of what you don't want to see when you're doing oil on wood or bamboo or dense wood.